specific example, and with some that I'm actually going to do live later
I
on.
might actually have forgotten to switch to curb your BPM, the overlay. So
Honestly, same. I started with the first stream.
I'm gonna have to do that again. Welcome back to another episode, second episode of Curb Your BPM, also known as Fuck. As you've seen earlier. Whoops. Woo.
Don't spoil to people who were not there.
Yeah. I'll see.
When I guess.
Me too.
I guess.
Alright. I'm gonna
Like
just. I'm not a.
Yes.
Look, all of us are weeps who play Japanese rhythm games.
Yeah, but I refuse to identify as a weep. I just play their games. Fuck off.
Look, here, what's wrong with being a weeb? There's nothing wrong with being a weeaboo.
You'd think, right?
You'd think? What do you mean I think? I know there's nothing wrong with being a weeaboo.
Anyway.
What? What do you mean anyway? No, you get back here. We're talking about this. We're talking about this weeaboo. What's that called? Freaking discrimination? No, not the word.
When you say that, but Pixel would have to have a word at you with weep shit, and since he fucking hates weep shit. Oh, fast looking. Goodbye.
What? That can't be true. That can't be true. It just can't. Okay, anyway, let's get into the lesson.
Okay, we're gonna start the shit now?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck, I need to actually talk shit. Shit. Okay,
Yeah,
just channel your TA energies, and you got this, you got this, you got this.
Wait, which channel? Whose channel are we doing this on?
What do you mean, which channel, what?
No, wait, we're going through the PowerPoints like simultaneously, right?
I mean, I guess we can do that. It's not
Give me a sec.
like it's a fucking... Huh? I mean, I don't full screen like me, so maybe you can do something like that.
I don't know. I'm genuinely confused. But first of all, I know I have to turn off rain meter, so that's me doing that. Second step. Okay, so let's go to the outlines. I'm just gonna watch your
Okay,
stream
wait,
while
fuck.
I'm at it. So.
Okay, wait. Someone fucking thank you for the luck, boss. Do I have my... Oh, I have my Streamlabs on. Yeah! Anyway, this is... I was about to like do some shit posty stuff in here because like we were... As you will see, we have like a lot of like shit post shit on you know, on the thing, but here we are. Naturally, we are both shit poster. We are very bad. but here we are. Get fucked.
There's a
fucked.
minimal
Anyway,
I might have COVID. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we're going to like basically talk about two things: sightlines and patterns. And that's basically, if you know those things, you can be generally good at rhythm games. As long as you have like experience on how to press the buttons, which I'm sure you will. You know how to press buttons, right? You fucking FNF God King.
Please stop associating me with Friday Night Funkin'. I do not purely play Friday Night Funkin'. Look, it's a Friday night tonight. I'm not playing Friday Night Funkin'. Woo!
You bought it. You fucking bought it, didn't you?
No.
No, okay.
I've never played Friday Night Funkin' in my life.
Should I pull up the font? Should I pull up the fucking font for you then, you fucking bitch?
What VOD? What's a VOD?
The FNF font.
I've never heard of Twitch.
Okay. Have you heard of VTubing?
Who's a VTubing?
Anyway, this fucking bitch.
Anyway, let's go on. Yeah, I have pressed buttons before. I have pressed my fair share of buttons. I
know how to press buttons. Pixel has played FNF, the best rhythm game ever. You fucking right. I will shank you later.
That's if you can reach me.
Anyway, what the fuck is a sightline? Tori, you have like the fucking honor since you make this only site.
Let's get to explaining sightlines, everybody. Hi. So, sightline theory. Basically, sightlines are the place that you look to before you actually hit a note. What the thing about sightlines is that it's not always fixed. It may be called a sightline, but personally, I prefer to call it more of a sight area. As in, because it varies from time to time, and also depending on how fast your notes are going, at which you can also set yourself. We call that a scroll speed, or a green number, or some other arbitrary term that you like to call it. Some games have it, like My, or Osumania, or Stepmania, or Friday Night Funkin' on modded versions. Don't ask me how I know. I've never heard of the name Friday Night Funkin' in my life. Some don't have it. Groove Coaster doesn't have such a mechanic. Neither does. Let me think. I'm pretty sure.
Osu doesn't.
Osu doesn't have
Osu
it,
Standard
right?
doesn't.
Yeah. Osu Standard definitely doesn't have it.
Technically they do, but like they move around, so there's no such thing as like a static sight line. So you have to like move your sight around.
Dance of
Fire
and Ice isn't. Dance of Fire and Ice doesn't have it.
Yeah, they don't, because they have the same logic of Groove Coaster.
Yeah.
It moves around. The game moves around.
Yeah. That being said, you're not going to read for notes on the judgment line itself, because by the time you see the note on the judgment line, oh my, what motion did. Right?
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so you look for, like, it's like looking for oncoming traffic. Like, you're not gonna look at the place where you're going to cross to see if there's cars there. No, you're going to look for traffic before it comes in. So you're gonna look at the area, and if there's like cars there, you like wait until it passes before you cross, right? Same logic, except that you're trying to get hit by the car.
Only jaywalking simulator.
Except you're actually trying to get life insurance.
That's just how we live in India. We just hope we don't get hit by the cars. What
Yep.
the fuck? What the fuck is a crossing road? Nah, I never see those things.
Yeah, it's like cross the road, you know. Okay, yeah, fuck that. React the notes before they hit the line. That's what scroll speed is for. You can, in these individual games, you can adjust the scroll speed to adjust for your reaction time, and then hit the notes based on whatever you're trying to hit.
Okay, you want to go next slide?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh, but before
next
that,
up is just like
just
go.
one more note. I've seen a lot of beginners hit notes only like and panicking and like hitting the button way too goddamn hard only when the note touches the line. It's not okay. In my mind has a lot of these kinds of cases, but not just my mind. I've seen it in Drew Beat, like they crash the note because they panicked and they want to hit that note and they just end up punching the button. I've seen it in I'm pretty sure I've seen it in SDVX actually.
It's in a lot of games. People fucking hit the Jubit buttons like the fucking Neji Hyuga tapping like other people's fucking ninja spots on their body and shit.
Or like Dance Revolution. Hi Zerakil. Hi Zera. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Zerakil out loud. I just usually call you Zera. What the fuck? We're talking about rhythm games. We're talking about how to play rhythm games and how not to leap like 10 feet into the air and panic on like stepping on a button in games like Pump It Up or Dance Revolution.
That's tradition.
Yes.
This is how
The frog talks. Yes. No. I think I will panic. Thank you very much. Don't relax. Oh my god, sick! You really have to do that, huh?
I talk.
Understandable. So, all right, let's go. Next slide.
All right, next slide.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like shapes of sightlines, so this should not be called a sightline.
Yes, it's sync.
It's me.
Yep.
It's I don't even know why did I say sightline, because like it's not a sightline. It can't be anything. It's a circle. On my mind, it's a fucking circle.
It's a ring.
I mean, it's sut whatever. Just yes.
It's the seeing ground. The fucking I see.
It's the eyeball place.
The eyeball place, like
the only fucking reason I tell it as like sightlines is because I was playing Soundfall Text when I was teaching people on my event booth. And then like people like, okay, just fucking think about this, okay, just do this. Just look at the sightlines, and I'm there. What the fuck is a sightline? Here I'll tell you. Yeah, that's it.
You see.
Okay, now
with your eyes.
The IC location. Anyway, okay,
and
you may be asking
with your ears.
And then you press with your body parts.
Exactly.
Could be your fingers. Could be your fingers. Could be your legs.
Yeah.
Could be a hand. Could be your fucking head if you're playing Utage chats. You'd never know.
Or like Shunidam.
I mean, you can just fucking hack back and to check the air notes.
Yeah, just
I'm
like
not judging.
To check the air notes,
Yo, maybe if tomorrow I can like off stream play Shunidam.
No.
Since I have data.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't fucking use your head. Don't fucking use your head. Actually, you know what? No. That actually sounds like an interesting idea, not gonna lie.
I have a big brain strat that I can't wait to tell everyone. It's literally a big brain because I use my head. Okay, next slide.
Yep, next slide. Okay,
why the fuck do you need these sightlines? So, remember this fucking slide before? Where you remember what we said when like you separate. So your eyes are on the red line. For example, you put this on the red line. Then you have like two separate areas that you can see. The perform area where you like remember what I said about like you should be pressing stuffs before it actually hits the judgment line. Here is it, the perform line. You are supposed to hit the thing near your above your, not above, like any the side on the side of your the line where it's closest to judgment line. And on the side on the bottom, as at the example over here, you prepare them like you put like a mental on like what notes to press. So basically, knowing where to see allows you to like both prepare stuff and press stuffs. Because like the rhythm game part of the game actually consists of both knowing what to press and pressing the thing. As we all know, that's we play rhythm games, I guess. Do we play rhythm games?
I mean, you play rhythm games. I play Friday Night Funkin'.
Okay,
Like a pro gamer. Right? Right, Sig? Right. No, I'm just kidding. I actually play rhythm games.
Should I change your role? Okay, maybe I should think about.
Please don't. Please don't.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should like
fuck.
make you. Maybe I should like make you go down the fucking FNF hole even more.
No,
I didn't know this had a name.
I like Groove Coaster more than I like Friday Night Funkin'.
Alright. I didn't just had a name. I don't even know this. I don't even know if this is the correct name. I just like this is what I name because like this is what I used to teach people how to play rhythm games. And like the name just like stick with me.
Some
So
people
here we
call
are.
it Sightlines, some people call it Prepare Line, some people call it the place where it doesn't get hidden if you don't have hidden enabled.
That's on you, but like I prefer to call it like Sightlines because it's simple names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
This is what we've talked before. The idea of a sightline is that you put your sightline where it's okay for you, intuitive enough for you. The imperative between being intuitive, which means this is a preference. Where your sightline place, it's a total preference thing. But generally, you want to place them in such a place where like
You react fast enough to
yeah,
read the notes.
where you react fast enough, but you can also read what's coming. You can prepare what's coming up.
Yeah.
Also, like there's some differences on how you'd play if you put your sightlines differently. For example, that's 2 slides. Fuck.
Wait, there's
Okay,
two
now
subslides, goddamn.
yeah, there's like more slides. Yeah. There's the
Understandable.
blue and green line. Yeah.
Blue and green, what?
It's bro. What slide are you on? It's
I'm
2
on the
slides.
slide that you're on.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh wait, no, I remember this now. Sorry, I have
Yeah.
I have insomnia.
Yeah. Drop the monster can right now. Toss it. Don't drink the monster can.
I've already finished it like 5 hours ago.
Your fault. You're gonna die.
I'm sorry,
Anyway.
I can't remember things. I have insomnia.
I have the small brain, which
Yeah,
I am too. We all have small brain. Anyway, fuck. Okay, where are we? Okay. So where you put the side plan changes how you play. So let's think for an example, if your side plan is located on the blue line, you're focusing so hard on the judgment line, which is this part, that you neglect this shit.
You'll be on
Like-
ultra instinct.
So if the sideline is on the blue area, it means that where it's closer to judgment line, it means you're going to like make super high attention about hitting the notes correctly, but you're missing out on what the notes are going to happen. And vice versa. If you're putting your sideline in the green line, where there's like so much you can see in terms of the prepare area, but then you fuck. Because like you don't even know where the judgment line is. It's harder for you to see. So if you put your eyes like lower down the line, you're going to like see more of the pattern, but you can't. It's harder for you to like press the buttons correctly in time. So it's a trade-off between like accuracy versus like pattern memorization, and it's your choice as a player. It's a preference thing. So please test them out. This is a theory that you have to practice for yourself.
Also, quick side note, right? Just like a quick plus one, real quick. Don't feel ashamed of reviewing charts on YouTube if you really can't play a chart. Because I've seen some people like, oh, I want to get this, I want to play this until I get it right? But no, that's not how it works. Study, like rhythm games, right? For some people, it's like different combinations, but for some people it's like 90% studying on YouTube and 10% actually playing the game. And that's fine. It's nothing to worry about, you know? As long as you know the chart, it's cool. Just either memorize or play by ear if you really can. Like, if you've played a game long enough, sure, you can like just go on pure instinct and sight read. Sight reading is the thing. But if you really can't, don't be afraid to go search up on YouTube for the charts. It's really nothing to be ashamed of. I
We're
used to
going
be
to do that
ashamed of
later
it.
as an example.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, some people are just, you know, improving is hard, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to improve. And we're going to have a section of that later on the second part of the presentation. But right now, it's Sightlines. You don't really need to like go onto YouTube. This is like an intuitive thing that you have to like play to know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Get used to it.
okay, so you found your sightline, and then like it's still too fucking crowded. Because if like those people be like, oh shit, what the fuck's happening with my screen? Everything is so much. It's still crowded. Your eyeballs are full of shit, full of like patterns to test.
Can I show an example?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna just go on search for like my speed 1.
Okay, you'll go. You give me a link. I'll show it also on my end.
I bet. Give me a sec. Why is Google being like this today? Oh, cycles on speed 1. This is gonna be fun. You know this is gonna be painful as fuck.
This is what Ultra Instinct is, baby.
An example of how you will be in pain if you set your speed too slow.
So fucking wait, I haven't even put the thing on. Shit, that's the wrong link. Okay, we're good. Where's my video examples? Then you put that shit. That shit really fucking big. Then you transition.
Okay, I'm just skip into the middle so you can see.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh no, the
Cycles is the bad example, bro.
Yeah, because
Cycles is a bad example.
But it's the only one I can find.
Yeah, but like you get the idea of things being so slow. If you see
here,
like
here we go. Here we go. This one is so slow.
What? Okay.
Like near the end.
Oh, the double slides?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'll go there.
Like the end.
Fuck, what? Pausing the Yeah, this is like a thing. So generally, you don't want your screen to be fucking cluttered like this. You want like some freedom on your brain. Your brain are not going to like process all of this shit. So what you do is that you set up the scroll speed thing, which I'll show on the next slide.
Do you want to see Moon of Noon?
Wait.
Moon of Noon on speed 1.
Sure. Fucking go for it. Okay. Maybe I should put in the video.
Oh, this is so shit.
Oh, that's some Kusoge shit. Wait, that's... Oh, Master. Oh my god.
Maji yabe.
This is one thing I can't even play on Master. This is like the chat that
Master,
knocked me out of a tournament. This is the chat that knocked me out of tournament once. I hate this chat.
Moon of Noon?
I hate this. Yeah,
Moon
it knocked me out of tournament once. Yeah.
God.
No, I just suck at this chat specifically.
Skip it in the middle, you'll see
Yeah,
it.
I know. I know exactly what you're talking about, the section. I know, and it's going to kill me. Okay.
God. It really looks like hell here.
No, look at that shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Okay, I'll pause it for like the 3 people watching on my channel. What the fuck is this shit? And can you read this? Do you know what the fuck's happening? I fucking bet you won't. It's hard mode. It's hard mode if you're dumb enough. I suppose.
There's this one song called Dan Dan Hayaku something. Dan Dan Hayaku. I forgot the name of the song.
Yeah.
But if you play it on speed 1 and speed Sonic, which is like the highest speed in my mind, you get like a title.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. I've seen people get it.
Yeah.
I mean, Dandan is not really that hard though. Like it's
Sonic
not...
the Hedgehog. That's exactly it. Because Sega made my mind. Sega also made Sonic. So, you know, dude, it's...
Everything is crossing over. They have like Sonic chats. But
Yeah,
anyway, let's
Sonic
go back
chats.
to our fucking.
Aye.
Let's go back to our point, maybe.
Hey,
About the
scroll
about
speed.
scroll speed. Shit. Fuck. Okay, wait. No.
Eh.
It's not here. Okay, I need to like the. Oh, my email has been found. I'm doxing myself. Okay, never mind. We go. Are we good?
Sink. Don't dox yourself. You can
Uh,
switch to like a BRB screen if you want. Please.
I'm learning from MOOCs. Don't
No,
worry.
that's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea.
Okay,
Don't dox
anyway.
yourself. Yeah.
Hey, you want to see my fucking point about scroll speeds? You look at the next slide.
These are the same chart.
Ignore.
This is the same chart, by the way.
Yeah, ignore the fact that the judgment line is not aligned properly. My screenshot skill, my copying skills are bad. But you see the idea that
Sing. You haven't switched back to the slides yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Stop the video this.
Okay, thank you, Alter. Yeah, Sightline Alter, your designs are good. Love it. Spicy, meatable.
Yeah.
Viewing Sonic forever. Yeah. That's like Sonic on the other side of Sonic. DSD on XD members. Oh my. Okay. Okay, Mr. 2Jam player. But here we are.
Hey.
Same chart, same sideline, but
different speed.
Different speeds. From left to right is it's slower to faster. So on the left, you see like too many clutter stuffs that you may not be able to process. I mean, unless like you just your preference, and so be it. But like you see the effect of increasing scroll speeds to free up the memory. You see like like if I on the top right, there's little to no like patterns on the on the prepare area, which is the bottom side of the sideline on this game example, and it might be hard for you to like figure out what to press later on, which could be a thing, which is why I say that like this is largely a preference thing, but this is the effect of scroll speed and sidelines. That's it. Wanna add, baby boy?
Next.
Baby boy. Okay. Yeah, this is what exactly what we've been saying. The whole prepare area, this one, which we have established before. Yeah, we've established the prepare area from our sideline theory before, and that's the reason why scroll speed feels good. The more you increase it, has priority to right. Yes, it does. That's like the whole point.
But if you increase it too much,
yeah, the slower scroll speed, the higher. Yeah, slower scroll speed, the higher priority. It is right. You were right, but like too. So you want to find like the exact sideline positioning and the exact scroll speed for you to feel comfortable with like finding what shit to press first. But if you increase it too much, then you can't figure out what to press. Priority is gone. If you have it too low for your preference, of course, you don't even know. You can't even see what's happening. Everything is just there as a slog. I don't think we're going to do the pop quiz yet, since there's not that much people. Wait, everyone's streaming. Nah, maybe I'll do it. Everyone's doing like streaming on Friday nights, but that's like the whole issue.
Yeah, because they stream on Friday Night Funkin'.
I'm fucking kicking you.
Shut up! I'm out of jokes. Okay.
If only games that you adjust scroll speed to the point the whole chat is on that screen, very cool. I mean, you can, but like, you would die. You can set scroll speed as 0 in Stepmania. You can, but why the fuck? Literally 0.
Do that, you know.
You can challenge God right now.
It's okay. You ever read sheet music? Now imagine.
Yeah.
Now the setting a scroll speed to the point the whole chart is on that screen is the equivalent of setting your entire fucking chart sheet music onto one bar. 26 pages worth onto one fucking bar. Don't do that. It's hell.
You can even have a billboard of a sheet music, you'd never know.
Bruh.
Maybe you have like a fucking A0 paper. You can like put everything down there. Who the fuck knows? Could be
Oh,
you.
that's not how it works.
Anyway,
Anyway, next
sometimes
slide.
sometimes shit happens. Yeah.
Right.
Next
Move
slide,
that
baby.
sightline, baby.
Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes you suddenly start to put like something happens that forces you to move along the sideline because of like a slowdown, as shown by this example, an example I'm going to show later on, and other stuffs. So, for example, like there's something called like slowdowns in chats where the BPM slows down, and you're going to see more shit that you've signed up for. And
Not just sound
remember this whole
vortex.
thing?
I think
It's
the
just,
slow
yeah,
down.
a lot of shit, a lot of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, lots
And
of shit.
remember, we go back to the whole this slide, the sideline score speed slide. Let's say you're on like this side, or you're on the second from the right side, and then slowdown happens. You'd be back into the leftist positioning, which sucks. And you have to like move your line upwards to be able to play properly. I'm going to show you a chart that explains this better. I just want to like show Yabaijan because like it's a fucking Nanahira meme. But I'll show a chart that like explains this better. Okay, you wait. Oh
Hi,
wait, that is not the slide.
bro.
I'm an idiot.
Pop
Okay.
quiz first. Winner gets my condolences. What's the pop quiz?
Should I do the pop quiz actually? Maybe I should do the pop quiz
Let's
later
fucking
after
do
we're
it. Let's
done with
fucking
all
do
of
it. What's the harm? What's the harm?
Alright, okay, wait, let me show you like a chat example. You can look up like Endymion soundful text.
What? Sorry.
Endymion soundful text.
A song in Sound Vortex.
Endymion.
Andy Mean.
Mm-mm.
I'll send a link, but I don't know how to.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Andy Mean. How do I spell it?
I'll actually just post the link. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, give me a sec. Choto.
Make a one question Kahoot.
You might as well just.
Okay.
Okay,
This
let's go.
this is not on my screen. This is not on my screen yet. There we go.
Alright, there we go.
The screen.
Let's go. Andy Mean.
Okay.
Which segment you want me to go to?
Just go from like just start from like the 40 mark. 40 second mark.
40. Right.
Yeah, so this is like the speed that the player uses. They're comfortable with this. Like
16.
everything is showing up properly. 16 score speed, 16 high speed. That's the name of it in Soundfortex.
Yeah.
Everything is comfortable. We can see stuffs. Ignore the fucking burger jacks. Everything seems okay. Like the patterns you can see everything. And now watch this. Oh wait, this is not it. Okay, look at this. It's so fucking cluttered. What are you gonna do now? Pause it like fucking 55 seconds.
Okay.
Look at this shit. Everything's like immediately so cluttered compared to the speed that the guy's been comfortable before. You see that the BPM has reduced from BPM has been reduced from 440 to 220, which is the half the BPM. So slowdown happens, and then you have to see everything like this. It's so cluttered. I'll show a better example on this section.
Which seconds?
On 112.
112.
You saw everything is so cluttered right there. Even if we already have a section, a score speed and a sideline that we want, and then the game's like fucks us over. You have like there's no chance. There's nothing you can do but to like see closer to the judgment line. Just hit. This is the example. This is like the example of like moving the sideline, in which that you need to do because so that's happened. You need to like see closer to judgment line because if you see too far, you're going to see cluttered shit. You can't see everything. Your mental stack is full. You need to like ignore the slowdowns.
Nice
basically.
of you to assume I
It's-
have any mental strength, but sure.
Hope so.
But yeah, moving your sightline is important, not just because of
Yeah.
not just because of slowdowns and speed ups or whatever, but occasionally because sometimes you need to spot you know that like a screwed up pattern is going to appear, right? So you really need to like prepare for it. So if you move your sightline, it helps you prepare for that particular screwed up section better than it would have if you just like kept your sightline closer to the judgment line.
Just load up the fucking chart, no problem.
I
That,
might do a call out
yeah.
post
Alright, to me specifically.
to credits.
Fuck you. Okay. Pixel said
seriously.
adjust set on the go. Yeah, that's the thing. Because obviously you're not supposed to take it in all the time. Take it all in at all the time. Yes, that's it. That's the point. That's the point. You're
Credits
supposed
is
to move it
this.
downwards. Yeah, credits does this. You are.
Yeah, credits is because like it has these screwed up patterns, right? Like it slowly ramps it up until like the pattern is so fast that you inevitably, right? Like you have to move it. You have to move it somewhere, either up or down. It doesn't matter. It's either your reaction speed or you have to read the pattern and try to act on it on time. So it's not like a slowdown or like speed up issue there. It's just that the chart is so fucking convoluted that you just have to move it somewhere so you don't fucking fail the stage. It's so screwed up. I hate it. I hate credits.
I mean, the song is so short. What else can you do? You have to like add content to the fucking chart.
I love credits. I love the song, but it's like
I do.
So
it's fun. It's funny. It's funny.
It's funny.
It's funny, guys.
Okay, yeah.
It's funny. Pop quiz. Ting ting ting. You're not gonna get anything if you win. You're gonna get nothing. Yeah, my condolences for trying to answer the pop quiz. Right. Pop quiz 1. Okay, I'll only have like one pop quiz. What the fuck am I say? Pop quiz 1.
Pop quiz.
Okay. Say you're a player in this situation. You keep pressing release. That means you press stuffs earlier than what it should be. For example, if we would go back to our slide on the sightline and scroll speed, let's say like you already pressing for the. Let's focus on the second column from the right.
Hi.
You're already pressing the second note, which is the blue, which is the yellow. Yeah, which is the yellow light.
Way too early.
Right now, yeah, it's way too early. So you need to fix that situation. What would you do as a player in terms of 1, sightline positioning, and 2, scroll speed? Winner gets nothing. The question is open until like the podcast ends.
Oh, Sensei, can I answer?
Yeah. Oh no, shut up. You are literally my TA.
I'm getting bullied.
See, Pixel said increase your scroll speed, but what do you have to do? The person, yes, that's true.
No.
That's true.
No. In this case, you're already like halfway through the chart, and you realize that you're pressing on the notes way too early.
Scott, I mean, in some games you can.
Like Dance Russia, but that doesn't.
Yeah. But let's say you can't. Yeah. You have to like fix it on the go right now using sightline only. What would you do?
Is a special exception.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's no other games that let you do it.
Look more up. You're right. Look more up in terms of this game. What we want to say is like look closer to the judgment line. But look in the example, look up. Yes. You're but light, you're gonna get nothing. Wait, did you sub to me? Alter, I didn't even see you subbing. Thank you very much.
You know what Scarlett Johansson says, right?
No, I don't.
Acting is reacting. So you have to stop acting and start reacting faster.
Reacting to what, loser?
The note. You have to start reacting to the note, like, cause I'm pretty sure you're like. The thing about pressing notes too early is that you have to manually adjust on the spot. So you have to start reacting to the notes instead of expecting the note to be there. You have to start using your reaction speed to press on the note. So
You
Alternex,
have to adjust your eyeballs.
yeah, Alternex got it there, I think.
Adjust your eyeballs. That's it.
Just
Easy
or
game.
just
Easy
make
cut,
your
baby.
eyeballs better, make your fingers slower. I
Hmm.
mean,
So,
that's a valid strategy, but then your fingers get too slow for the other notes, and then eventually you get a miss, and then another miss, and then you just like
then you
suddenly you
pluck the
just feel
fucking
like
and
dying,
then you pluck the cam.
and then I feel like dying, and then
Just pluck the cam off. Just just then push that shit.
I'm gonna cry.
Okay,
Died this
okay,
so.
bet.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Second part of the presentation, baby. This
Hi,
is the studying part of rhythm games that no one wants to do, but you have to. Um,
compartmentalizing patterns.
because because some patterns you cannot just like eat. You can't just roll off the chart as much as you want it to be. You can't roll off the chart. You have to like digest it uh into like small patterns that you can do. Generally speaking, a chart is compartmentalized into macro and micro.
Yeah.
Most of the time they work together, but like this is a good thing to know. I'll tell about macro and micro later on the next slides.
I bet.
Uh,
Macro patterns.
compartmentalizing is like it's never 100% the same, but like since we all play in the same chart, it's very similar to each other. For example, like break time is always the same because we're playing the same chart. Difficulty spike is always the same because we're playing the same chart. The way you do patterns specifically is very preferential, but generally it's the same. Not all rhythm games are equal.
Yeah, for example, Friday Night Funkin' is worse than every other rhythm game out there.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So one just saying the truth. Anyway, some rhythm games require like more compartmentalization of one part compared to the other. For example, I'm going to like explain macro and micro later, so don't worry. But Taiko no Tatsujin is a game that is micro patterns the game, whereas Dance Rush is macro patterns the game. What are micro and macro? Let's find out.
Microeconomics and
Mm-mm-mm.
macroeconomics.
Macro patterns is basically a pattern that hold true for the whole chart. For example, okay, I'll tell this later. If you have like proper macro patterns, it means like you have a broad game plan of what to do on a chart on its own. For example, you would know where to conserve your stamina for a section that's harder than the other compared to like the other section in the game. Or like, this section on the chart is going to be dense on this part only compared to the other, so you can prepare for this section. You can like prepare. This one is super harder than the other, so you know when to prepare.
Yep. Broad game
Uh,
plan. For example, in my mind, we have particular ways that we categorize songs, right? For example, that goddamn Usagi chart in Toho, like Maji Easy Mode. I forgot what that song's called.
Overdrive.
Overdrive. Okay, yeah, I think it's Overdrive, right?
Yeah, people refer to it as overdrive.
Yeah, Overdrive it's really reliant on slides, as not just slides too, just like tap spams as well. So you have to like pretty much slide over all the taps. So it's very stamina what do you call it? Stamina
Burning.
consuming,
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Mm.
So you're gonna have to like slide in patterns a lot. But then there are other charts where it's not as like stamina consuming, like, and it's more based on technique. For example, April showers. Should I pull up examples for these?
You should. Yeah, there's even like chess that even even in like one game, there are chess that like you need to micro pattern more, and there's chess like that you need to micro pattern more.
Yeah.
Even in the same game, there's like differences. This is
Yeah, even in
something
the
that
same-
you need to know by experience and a game sense. So just go out and play the game seriously. Don't think we may be like explaining micro patterns, but don't think about it too much. Just go play the game.
Yeah, we're just here we're just armchair theorists, but if you play the game, you will find that it is deeply interesting and also very money consuming, given that each game is around 150. But ignore that part. Okay, so just
Yeah.
for fun.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to explain static and dynamic rhythm games.
Right?
Static rhythm games means like a rhythm game where your hand positioning or whatever your positioning is does not change throughout the game. For example, O2 Jam is very static. VSRG is very static because you only like your fingers are there and that's it. Compare it to DDR, where you have to move. Like there's 4 panels and there's 2 legs. By that nature you have to like actually move more.
I believe the general explanation to all of this is: are you capable of hitting all the keys at a certain given time?
Yeah, that's a better example. If you can, it's static. Yeah, there's more shifting in positions. You're right. Yeah.
I am G. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's.
And the games with the spinning wheels. Yeah, the Sound Vortex, the one that I'm playing, the one that I play. That one is like, that's like static enough.
No.
It doesn't.
I wouldn't say it's like very static because the notes on the side.
It's. I mean, yeah, there's like some dynamic positioning into it, but like the game is surprisingly more static than it looks like.
Largely static, right?
Yeah, but like there are some parts where you need to move around, and that's where the dynamic part comes in.
The fucking noise, man.
For example of what a dynamic VSRG is, Tunithan, baby.
Well, I was thinking you'd say like Dance Dance Revolution.
No, because we're going to say to my next example, just Tunithan.
Yeah, but like.
Yeah, but I know, DDR. I know DDR is like way fucking.
Or like
DDR is like, yeah. I guess,
but
yeah.
To be fair, you can hit all the notes at like one time, but it's like fucking difficult, man. Like you have to have large fucking feet.
For the next 5 minutes, I'm going to struggle tweet on my podcast.
You're gonna what now?
I'm going to struggle tweet. This Just Dance count as a dynamic VSRG. It's a dynamic rhythm game. It's not VSRG. VSRG is a vertical scrolling rhythm game.
Just Dance count? Does Just Dance count as a dynamic VSRG?
But Just Dance is like the primary dynamic rhythm game. Since like you need to actually move.
I wouldn't say it's vertically scrolling, but I would say it's a rhythm game.
Yeah, it is a rhythm game, and it is very dynamic. Pixar aside, he just like doesn't really know the thing. Large feet advantage. Yeah. Anyway, struggle tweet number 1, which is time and conversion in this fucking chat that I cannot clear with a proper score, because you see the fucking circles, the circles 1, circle 2. On the next slide. You have it on the next slide, right? On your screen.
I see it, but I also think that you're struggle
tweeting.
You're definitely struggle tweeting. Go on, I want to see this. I want to see this happen.
Okay, I'm going to struggle tweet. Section number 2, the blue circle, is, I would say, literally the mechanically hardest section in the game, which was preceded by one of the most stamina burning section in the game. So what's happening to me is that like I spend too much brain power and hand power in section 1. I can't move to do section 2. So like I have like 2 approaches to this. Either I'm going to learn section 2 properly, which is a micro pattern issue, or I'm going to learn where to take breaks on section 1 so that I don't burn myself out to do section 2. That's a macro pattern issue. Since this is a macro pattern slide, I'm going to explain the macro pattern aspect of this whole section, which is how to conserve your energy.
Problems.
I am. Big ass problems. Fuck, I keep pressing it.
Macro fucking problems. Alright,
I have macro problems. My issue is like on the section 1, the circle 1, I burn so much energy. I'm going to show this. I'm going to show a video of someone playing this chat later on. It is so fucking tiring. Like the slides are in like 220 BPM, a 16th, which is immediately followed by like an air, and then like you have to do a fucking short section of single digit trails, which is not fun to do. Your hands are fucking dead. And then after that, you have to expend some brain power to do section 2, the hard part of the chart, which if you can't do this part, you fucking fail. If you can't do section 2 in this game, in this chart specifically, you will literally die. Because this chart, if you bomb this chart, you lose two blocks of life. Which means even if there's like 50 measures more
You
of
don't
this
get
song,
to recover your health.
you don't get enough. So you need to, like, at the very least, don't do bad enough on section 2. There's two approaches to this, which is learning section 2 properly, as I've said before, and learning how to conserve your energy in section 1 so that you do not burn out. The only thing that saves me from this chat is that, like, literally everything else is a 13 plus. Everything else on the game is 13 plus. This section is 14 plus. You cannot convince me otherwise. I've made my mind on this. This chat is a total fuck. I hate this chat. I love you, Myosuke. This is a fuck. I'm going to play a video on how this chat plays out. I hate this chat, but I love the song. Killing rhythm.
You already have a chart of the thing. You already have a link in the slides of Killing Rhythm.
Yeah, but like you don't have. Oh, like for like people who watch my stream, bro.
No, like you put it in the slide.
But I don't give the link. I don't give the site link to people. Well, you can, but
No.
I'm posting it to my chat.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Okay, this section. Okay, let me actually open up the thing, full screen, OBS, turn on my video example, and this is the chart. Transition, here we are.
You know, I don't think you need to clear this chart. I think you need a psychiatrist. You have clearly
Not
been
before.
traumatized.
Not yes, but not before I clear this chart.
Oh my fucking god. Stop torturing yourself! Yamero!
Okay. It starts in it starts on 50 seconds in. Okay. This section is so tiring. You see this slides. So in terms of like the blue thing, it's like you have to do a slide. A slide as in like, okay, let me just show up my fucking cam. My hand cam. I have it on.
Should I just show, like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna show your stream on like my...
So like, the blue things, you have to do this. Like, you have to do this. Should I bring my controller also? Should I flex? Should I flex? My $800
Yamero!
Should I flex? I'm flexing.
I can't believe you're actually taking your controller.
Ini?
He's actually getting his controller. I cannot believe this.
Bentar.
I can't fucking believe this. Maximum flex for...
So when you mean stamina, do you mean mental? You really mean chat as an exhaustive sections. It can be both. But for this example, like this is a stamina, an actual physical stamina problem that I have. So this is a con of this game. My whole health.
It's not centered. It's not centered.
Yeah. It's all centered. That cost me my kidneys, just so you know. I sold my kidneys for this one.
Yeah, and that keyboard kind of cost too little too.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the blue notes, you have to like do this on 220 BPM. So like, I don't even know if I can like
shadow play
play
across the board, right?
Yeah, I don't know if should I shadow play the whole chart? Maybe.
I feel like if you play the whole chart, you're just torturing yourself.
And I can do spot.
And if you don't do this spot, you don't get enough health to recover.
Yes, if you die on that section, you literally die. Like
You don't
there's
get
no
enough.
hope. There's no hope. Just restart the chart. Restart the track.
Yeah.
Just exit the game. Plug the controller off. Just cry on the corner. Put another coins in. Play the chart again. I'm gonna turn off my hand cam again.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay, that's the whole thing. It's so tiring. I don't know like if my play can convince you of it being tiring, but believe me when I say it's fucking tiring. I hate this chart. It seems cool though. It's cool. It is fucking like you just don't see it anymore. You have another element of the game. Yeah, that's like the fun part of dynamic rhythm games for me, which is you actually have to like study the chart.
Would you like
That's
to
like
talk
one
about your
part.
personal game plan for the?
I'm going to. So we're going to break down section 1, which is this. Notice that like there are sections of the chart that I mark by the circles that have less density than the other. So this is the die part. This is the die part from, if you can you even see like the numbers 42, 43, 44, 45, 46?
They're by the side. They're by the side, by the way. The numbers are by the side.
Really? Yeah, the numbers by the side. Yeah. So 42 up to 48 is very dense. And then you see like the slight density drop from the red circle over here. Second column, red circle. The density number, the density amount like drops slightly compared to the other parts. And then there's note that on this section, the tiling parts are on the right because you're right. Okay, I'm sure my hand cam again. Maybe I actually need to like show my hand cam all the time for this part of the video.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay. Okay. Note that on this section, section 48 to 50, everything's happening that's tiling is on your right because you have to do like you have to do trails. So you have to do short trails with your hand, and then like your left hand is just there. You see the small this part and this part and this part. So it's just your right hand does all the work and your left hand is just pressing stuff. It's just like air charts. So what you do in this section, your left hand just rests, which is good because on section 50, the tiling part, which is the slides again, starts from the left. So you're resting your left hand in this section to like waste your energy on the sides of this part. And then there's the orange slides. This is like something that I call a transitional slash a mini breaks because like it doesn't look like there's much difficulty. There's much like difficulty valley. It's not like from like section 51 to 53 to 53 to 52, which is where the orange circles are. It doesn't look like there's much difficulty difference. But when you look at the pattern, it is so simpler. Your brain rests in this section also. This is like a section where your brain rests, but your hand doesn't really. So like there's like two parts in. Let's recap for what we've done before. 42 to 46 die, 46 to 48 die, 49 to 50 left hand rest, 50 to 51 die, 50 to 51 to 52 die, except on the orange circle where your brain rests because it's so simple. It's just you fucking do this.
In
you went from like
die.
Yeah, you went from like this section into a simple trill, which is where you should like kind of take a really short rest for your brain before you do the 52 to 53, which is like the same section of 51 to 52, but mirrored otherwise. 51 is this, 52 is this. And then 53 to 54 is another like major break because there's very little going on. You see the density drop between like 51 to 52, and 50 to 54, there's nothing going on here. This is where you should rest your hand. And then you go to 54. Then you go to 54, which is like the same dissection. And then you go to 56, where it's the same as the orange circle. It's a mindless section. And then you go to section 57, which is an actual break, that nothing's going on. And then this is where you pray. The dissection doesn't fuck you up. But to a lot of people who put the chat, won't this kind of conclusions come naturally? Yes. If you play naturally, you will like find out some way to do it. And this is just like one way of doing it. The reason like why I want to like do this is because generally you want to do this before you play the chart. Because if you were to like play the chart continuously and then you keep thinking, oh, maybe I should press in this section. Maybe I should like not do things in this section. Maybe I should like take my hand off in this section. Your mind is clouded by your judgment. It's like you're already tilting. It's like Pixel, you play fighting games. So like you don't learn a matchup in the game. You learn a matchup outside of the game. Where like your head is fucking clear. There's like no more like tilt judgment going on, or my hand is lagging, or this guy's fucking
about
good.
Studying charts?
Yeah, that's it. That's also a thing. Basically, like in rhythm games, 90% of the game is spent studying charts, and 10% just playing it. Got it. Yeah, I hope like you get the reason why I am doing this. It's because like if you can practice chart in game, like while you're playing it, but you'd be so tired that you cannot think straight. Sometimes there are patterns where you just too mentally fucked to even begin.
You just can't catch them unless you're out of game and like you actually have to slow down the footage sometimes.
Yeah, you have to like sort of put it down to like 0.25%.
Yeah, there are genuinely times where I have had to slow down footage all the way to like 0.25 just so that I could catch the pattern. It's honestly fucking insane.
Don't be ashamed of slowing down videos, man. It happens. It fucking happens. Rhythm games are hard.
Because sometimes you'll catch like a pattern that's so fast, right? Like you'll think like, oh, it's 1 2 1 2 1 2 when it's actually 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2. There are some moments like that where it just like crowds together so much. Even with a scroll speed that you're comfortable with, there might still be some like misjudgments that you might make.
Yeah, that's a gameplay issue.
Most rhythm games, I wouldn't say most of them have chart maps being shared like this, but most, if not all of the charts, you can find online. SDVX.in, that's for SDVX, but if it's for games like
SDVX.in is for Sound Vortex and like the three Sound Vortex, Project Sekai, Chunitham, and Ongeki. They have like showcases of the charts.
Yep.
For some games that don't have the thing, your best bet is like slowing down YouTube videos. Fortunately, there's a lot of like YouTube videos of the chart only, so you can like shadow play. Shadow play is basically what I do, which is like you just play along.
Just pretend you're playing. Just pretend you're playing.
Pretend you're playing. Yeah, that helps a lot. You just like slow down the chart a lot.
And if you feel you're doing something wrong, you can always rewind and try that section again until you feel like, okay, I'm doing this right now.
Until something just clicks to you the right way.
It's
okay.
Okay. You wanna?
It's a fucking doozy. I think we should.
Yeah, that's
move out to the second section. This is what I've felt. This is what I would do. So basically, like Pixel, like in rhythm games, there's like the same kind of people who lap a lot, people who just play by heart, and I'm one of those people who like lap a lot in rhythm games. So I like to like make mental notes of myself when I'm doing like section that I really want to break down. So this is my personal game plan, which I've told you before, which is like these big breaks on red circles and small breaks on orange circles. You don't have to do this. it's okay, like, if you're one of those people who can just play by heart, just like instinctively know what to do. It's just that I am not that people, and I have to like actually study shit. Sometimes I hate myself for doing that, but like it's just what I am. I have to like, this is just like me as a rhythm game player. I just have this is what I
All
can
this
do. This is what I
merit,
must do to
love,
improve.
war, and rhythm games. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it, Sync. Trust.
yeah. It's just me as a player. This is very different from O2 Jam. Very understandable. In static rhythm games, there is little to no breakdowns. Everything is like mostly game sense.
Yep.
Uh,
And
this is
yeah.
this is like something that I feel is what people are missing out. Like if like think about this, if you've been playing like keyboard FreeSRG like O2 Jam and mobile rhythm games like Citus your whole life, you won't know how to break down charts simply because you've never had the need to do so. But come with shit like this, it's kind of like you need to play game B to improve on game A. It may seem paradoxical, but it's true. Like I'm sure Pixel knows about this since he plays other fighting games. Sometimes you need to like play another game to understand a game that is very different from what the game you're actually playing.
Time to
And
sell.
This is like the my main selling idea. I kicked my fucking cam cable. Holy shit.
It
Okay, we
is
good.
time for me to slip in a promotion. Guess where I started playing all my rhythm games?
Okay, go on.
Groove Coaster.
Yo, Groove Coaster.
Yeah.
Groove Coaster is like a very good rhythm game. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of playing
No,
this.
yeah, cause like it's a good rhythm game, right? But it's like it's so simple, it's intuitive, you know. So like I started off on Groove Coaster. I was shit at rhythm games at first, and then I slowly started getting better because it pretty much only has like 1, 2 controls, right? And it just like eases you into the rhythm game kind of culture. Not I wouldn't say culture, the fucking
the game sense.
yeah,
You learn new game sense.
yeah, the game sense. Like it eases you in, you know, like you just hit 2 buttons and then eventually you learn how to slide, you learn how to hold, and like it eased me into the rhythm game scene more easily than it any other rhythm game would have, because it sorry, yeah, it teaches me how to like catch the beat first, and then it eases me into controls and all of that. So I feel like it really helped me through like a lot of my initial rhythm gaming days.
Groove Coaster is, I'd say it's like a definitely good first game for you to do. Since I feel like it's one of those games where like it's not too simple, but it's not too hard. I
Yeah.
feel like you can really understand what to do in that game.
And it's not dynamic, but it's definitely not too static either, because after the tapping you still have to do a lot of slides and all that. So
Yeah.
I don't know, I just like it a lot. I've had my Nessica card for like 7 years now. 7, 8.
Speaking of which, like if Yuan-Con releases a GC controller, I'm going to buy it on the spot.
They already released
I
the
don't
GC,
even.
but the thing about GC
They
is that
keep they like it's like off stock so often that you need to like camp the fucking server
yeah, and it's
for you to
terrible
buy
on
the
the
controller.
computer. GC is terrible on the computer.
Yeah, which is why I'm good. I don't even have means to play GC. I'm going to buy Con anyway because like I can't risk missing out on stocks again.
Bruh, you almost spent $500 on Taiko.
Yo, GC Con is $200 only. It's much better. It's much better.
Yes, it's much better in terms of price or in terms of
Yeah,
quality.
5 is more than 2.
Fine, okay, right, you got me. Jesus Christ. Fine, okay. Alright.
Let me burn my money.
Fine, okay, if you want to burn your money. Alright, next.
Go on.
Micro
Next.
definitions. Wait, micro patterns.
No,
definitions.
this is like micro patterns too.
How dare you add the P under the P? I wanted to make the micro PP joke. How dare you? Huh.
I have a micro PP joke on the next slide, loser. Please.
Oh my god. Alright, okay, fine. Let's go.
So like generally speaking, in some games have density. Some games have like density charts for each song. So, for example, what you're looking at is a density chart for ITG. ITG is like an offshoot of DDR. So basically, the higher they are, the more dense the patterns are. You need to press more stuffs. So generally, like just by like seeing this, you would immediately know when to rest and when to exert. And sometimes
Another good
people
example.
and sometimes people skip this. Some people just fucking side the chart. Bro, on God. Bro, that's on you.
Another good
Okay, let's.
example is Drew Beat. As you can see in Drew Beat on the top,
Oh, they
have
do?
yeah,
They do?
it's been a thing for a long time now. Like they've had it plays throughout the chart, right? And it's like the progress bar. It's basically a gigantic fucking density chart. The progress bar for the song is just a gigantic fucking density chart. I shit you not.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Then like by seeing that, you can. Let's just go like this. For example, you would immediately know where the rests are, because like they are so short compared to the peaks, which I've handily note in red circles, which is this, and this. They are so small. And then you would note that like on the blue circle, this is like the crescendo of the chart. But they have some rests too. You see like a very small rest over here, a a very big rest over here, and then like a minor rest over here, in between all of the fucking thing that's happening. So like you can propose a game plan for yourself. Maybe you can, I will I will like exert my best on the green section, which because there's no breaks over here. And then I'll just like fucking sleep on the reds after the green. And then I would like fucking slowly play the blue section while noting out where the rests are. Because, and or maybe you can like, since I know that like after the green comes the red, and then comes the blue, which where the blue is like the last thing that you should take care about, then you can just exert yourself on the blue section. And maybe then maybe you as a person, you want to like take some rest on the green because it is not like the last major density block of the chart.
There are
Maybe
some
you want to exert on the blue section. It depends on you as a player, but like this chart alone helps you plan out what to do.
there
That's
are
it.
some songs where the only section you care about is just one particular section, and most of those would be the greens. Most,
Yeah.
if not all of those, you would only care about the green section and getting it perfect and nothing else, because you know
Yeah.
you already got like the reds and blues down pat.
We can go back to like fucking example one, the one where I started tweets, the one where I fucking started tweet on Killing Rhythm, the chart that I played before. The only thing that matters is section number 2 that I've circled with blue. This is literally the only thing you need to do well. The rest are just fillers. The rest are just like fillers, hard for like the average player, but to people who like actually know what they're doing, it's just filler. They just need to think about this section 1, section 2, and then that's it. They can just like doze off, not doze off, but like they can just like kind of not pay as much attention as they would in these 2 sections, and then they just clear the chart because like this 2 is the difficulty spike of the chart as a whole.
The only
If
thing
you
is
can take care of these 2 charts, you've won the chart. That's it.
the only thing
So
is
yeah,
feeling is my anger issues, but
yeah, same.
bruh.
Things are hard to do. I
Micro
Anyway.
patterns.
went for micro PP patterns. Okay.
LMAO.
Small PP joke, which you can't see, but it's too small.
I just want my small PP jokes in there. Okay, come on. Okay, so micro patterns. You might have explained this part.
Wait. Fixer's saying the execution ceiling of section 1 is lower than section 2, because it seems that the patterns on 1 seem easier than the section 2. Or on the example. On the contrary, actually, section 1 is simple but fairly tiring. Section 2 is mechanically intensive for your brain. but it's not tiring. So it's a balance between the two.
You have to think a lot.
Like, I'm not sure like if the chat display is enough for me to tell you that like section 2 is like very hard mechanically, but it is very hard mechanically. Like, I think if I were to like explain this to you, I'd have to like actually be playing the game. Believe me, section 1 is simple, but like it's just super tiring. It's a lot of conflicting hand motion for section 2.
Yeah, because you can't just like go through with the motions. You can't just like react to it on reaction speed alone, because you have to think, like you have to notice which notes are out of place. For example, you might have a pull out and wait. So for example here, right? What are, you have to do 2 1 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 3 1 2 1 3. Yeah, it's
Okay, let me open up my hand cam again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go. While I'm
No,
opening my hand cam.
no, I wish I had a hand cam to like explain this. Because you have to
Like,
these notes, right? Like they're not they don't I don't think they conform to 4/4. Right?
yeah, they're like actually 1 to 16, but
Yeah,
like
that's the best.
some chats, some blocks are like two lanes wide.
What kind of notations
So like
do rhythm? Oh, that's a good question. What kind of notations do rhythm games use? So, there are a lot of songs in rhythm games, which obviously, because I noticed you guys say 2 1 3 1 2 1 2. Yeah. No. That was the amount of notes that there are for each. But that's a good question. What kind of notations do rhythm games use? Because of the nature of rhythm games, right? Like it's obviously rhythm based. We have a lot of types of notations for charting in rhythm games. For example, there are some where it'll just be like 4/4. There are some that'll just be like 3/4, and then there are some there'll be like 7/7, and they just go for like 7/8. And the worst part is that some of these songs like switch between the two. Like for example, there'll be like a pop section, and then some. Did I disconnect? I think I disconnected. Oh, my
yeah, I keep getting cut off earlier.
Wait, am I on? Am I back
Connection
on?
is fucking up, I guess. You are on. Yeah.
I'm on, right?
Go on.
Okay, cool. Okay, so there are some songs that. What part did I get cut off at?
On the 4/4, 3/4, 7 cents.
Yeah. Okay. So there are some songs that go into waltz, like the pop and then waltz and then pop again. Like I believe Metamorphose. That's the intro to. That's the intro to the Imoto anime, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kakushinteki Metamorphose. That song goes from and then it's just like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and then in the middle there's this waltz spot that just goes dun 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 dun. It just goes from 4/4 to 3/4 all of a sudden.
No, wait, I think by notation it means like, do you assign buttons to numbers?
Ah.
Do you assign buttons to do you assign buttons to a certain text?
Oh yeah.
The answer is that it depends on the game.
It depends on the game.
It depends very much on the game. It's easier for games like Sound Vortex, which is just. Should I bring up my Sound Vortex controller now? Okay, because like, I'm going to my next macro pattern's like Sound Vortex. Might as well just bring my controller in. Be right back.
Might as well. Oh my god. Okay. So for example, Sound Vortex, there we have FXL and FXR, and there's just like the 4 buttons, which I forgot what they're called, and then there's the knobs on the side. So those have names. Those definitely have names. For my there are 8 buttons, right? So it's clockwise 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and for games like Dance Dance Revolution, it's obviously up down left right lah. So there's not really much to be said there. So it definitely depends. There's notations for rhythm games, but some rhythm games don't have that particular notation. For example, Waka. Waka is kind of more of a touch game than of anything else. So you can't really put a notation on that lah. So
Mm-mm.
it's definitely difficult.
Sound protect's very simple. A B A B C D L I.
A
This
B
is an
C
A
D
B.
F X L F X
This
R.
is an L A. This is a B C. This is E. Yeah, very easy to remember. And then this is just like L note and right note.
Yeah.
That's a game where you can like map everything to something. There are some games where you can't. Tune rhythm is something that you cannot really, because there's like 1 to 16. You can't really like put one of them unless you're willing to like use base 16, which is not something that you kind of want to do. But some games are just like unable to be notation.
Waka.
But some yeah, like Waka. But that's where micro patterns. Oh, this is very good sake. Holy shit! But like that's where micro patterns stand out, because like, okay, you cannot like explain a whole. You cannot explain like very like a key press per key press, but you can explain a pattern. Like a pattern is very easily explainable, especially when it comes to games like Waka when there's no like set buttons to press. But you know what the patterns are. You know what a spin is. You know what a half. You know what a half cross. You know what a cross hand is. Type shit. Okay, let's go back to like my fucking example on micros. What's my micro? There we go. Micro patterns. Okay, let's go back to what a micro pattern is.
Oh, Wi-Fi
It's like
pattern. Yeah.
yeah. It's a Wi-Fi slide.
A Wi-Fi
Yeah, that's
slide.
a thing. There's like the gallop.
Oh, the Gallop.
There's the trill. There's the spin, and there's other stuffs. Yeah, you're
Uh,
right. Yeah.
the
We
full
can explain patterns very easily,
the full
even if we
hand
can't.
span, also known
Hmm.
as the paradox special,
Aha.
right? Wait,
Do
it's
whatever the fuck
no,
that
the
is.
paradox special. No, like you know how in the beginning, like you have to like slide your entire two hands down the screen,
Oh yeah.
like dun, 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 dun. And then there's like ball scotch, that also has the same thing. I think.
Yeah. Anyway, go
Yep.
back to micro patterns. What the fuck is a micro patterns? Micro patterns, it is exactly what you've said. Uh, for example, for my, we can like break some bigger sections down to, oh, this is a jack. Oh, this is a trill. Oh, this is a Wi-Fi. This is a gallop. And then, if you know what the patterns are, if you can break down a really big section into smaller sections, it means that you know what to do in a section, since you can break it down.
I'm gonna pull up.
But
Yep.
but but like this is really dependent on your game sense, since like in order to know how to break down a pattern, you need to know like how the game plays out, which I'll explain later. And generally speaking, you want like your micro patterns to be general enough but specific enough. What that means is that like you want something to be specific enough that it describes a section. That so if you like split a big section into like 3 micro patterns, you want each micro pattern to be able to describe a section properly, but to be general enough so that you can like remember them, since of course in the end you need to like actually play the thing without a note on your side, and you have to like memorize everything by muscle memory.
We have a couple of
Uh,
examples coming up. I'll pull out the examples first. The SDVX, haha, funny chord shapes in
yeah,
which you suffer.
I'm going to like show my fucking hand cam, because like already have a
I thought you
sample
already had your
controller.
hand cam up.
Yeah, but like I'm going to make it really fucking big.
Yeah. You gotta make your hands really big
Mm.
so you can strangle me, is it?
Go see a doctor.
Why?
Anyway, fucking sicko.
Okay, alright, fine. Okay, you got the hand cam up?
Yeah, I am. I just need to like center it.
I bet.
Mm. For example, sound vortex chords. A chord is simply a combination of 2 or more button presses at the same time. So this is a chord. AB is a chord. ABC, ABL is a chord, BC is a chord, AL is a chord, BR is a chord. It's a chord. Even if there's like very little particularly activities or like oh there's one. And since your basic hand position is like this, you have like your both times on the blacks and you have the others on the whites. So chords that make sense from this position is immediately clear. AB, AL, BR, and the other side, which is CR, BR, and CD. But what if you meet some fucked up patterns or that like okay, for example, look at the one on the left. That is a double LNL and an A. So it's like LRA LRA LRB LRA stop LRA stop LRB LRB stop C LR C LR and B LR. It sucks if you were to do it on a default position, except you can do this. It immediately functions as a chord where you can put both your hands in LR. And you can like your hands go over. This. And sometimes the reason why I'm like pulling this down is because like sometimes people get really fucking mixed up. Like they don't know like a really unusual pattern comes up. And then like they're stuck on the default hand position, which is this. You're going to die. If you were to do the left pattern with your default position, you're going to die. Tell me you can time this one.
That's the most threatening lines you've said today is you're going to die.
You are going to die. You're going to lose life. You're going to lose life. I swear to God, you're losing life. So you cringe. Think you got no, I'm fucked. It's like finger tapping with Guitar Hero. Yeah, you need to know when what things are. Unfortunately, I cannot show Guitar Hero because I don't play them. Even if I do want to play them, Felt plays them. So you look up for Felt's content in Clone Hero.
There's an example that I want to pull up really quickly. Actually, it's probably not gonna be that quickly. Chudi da on my.
You go. You give the thing and then I'll pull up.
I don't know what the. Okay, this is how I spell the song. Apparently. My. So on master, right? They have a gallop. They have a gallop. I'm just gonna show the gallop.
A gallop. I don't know if you can hear my buttons, but gallop is something that sounds like this. It's a.
I'll send the.
A normal press is like A B like this. But a gallop is something like.
Okay, I'll skip to the part with.
Oh, there we go. Oh, churiga. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll skip the part.
Yeah.
Give me a sec, huh?
It's just something that you need to like actually learn, I believe.
Yeah, give me a sec, and there we go. So, the gallop would be this particular part. And I've seen a lot of my friends get screwed over by this particular part. Like, you can see that it's 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 3 3. I don't know how to describe the notes, but left right left right further right left, yeah, something like that. So that's also what I would consider a micro pattern because it shows up a lot. It's one of
those things that are like easy enough, but if you don't know how to do, you fuck. Because the whole chart is just that. That's the whole chart.
Yep.
Churiga is just like gallop the chart.
Yeah, I love this chart because I get to gallop the whole way through. It's so catchy and it's. But that's beside the point. Point being, if a micro pattern is pretty much if you don't. You have to know how to do it, like you have to study up beforehand to learn how to do it. Because if you don't and you try to like ad-lib it through the way like while you're playing the chart, there's a high probability that it won't actually work.
Yeah, and one thing that people don't really get it is like there's a difference between a standard press of just and a Gallop, which is notice like the gaps between them. This is called a Gallop because if you were to see a horse gallop on like the fucking streets, that's the sound they would make. Like there's one instead of like a sound and that's a Gallop. And if you don't know the timing of a Gallop, sometimes it would fuck you up. You just don't know what to do.
Oh man!
Shit! I haven't even changed. I haven't even like changed my fucking screen. Then holy shit!
I just
I'm an
realized
idiot.
there's like a bigger fucking micro pattern that people will get fucked over on. There's two prime candidates. Do you want the bad one or the worst one?
Fucking go for it. Hit me.
Tonchinkan no end.
Ah, fuck you.
Okay, you know what? I can bring up the other one. It's not as bad, but it's still
Okay.
bad. Umiyuri.
Ah, fuck.
I'm
Hey,
just
did you
saying.
know that like Umiyuri, I got stuck like I did AP. I did like Kanzen AP the whole thing. It took me. It took me like 2 months.
You want
Because I kept missing on like literally one break note. I hate myself. It took me like 1 month. It took me like 10 days alone to fix that one specific break note from like hitting properly, which I hate. Like I spent so much credits in Umiyuri. I hate that.
So
Okay,
here's
anyway, Umiyuri, right?
Umiyuri. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna show it on my stream if you. So here's why it's so screwed up. It's because every single first time you try to play the map. Oh my god, this one's not a good example. Jesus Christ.
It is a good example, what?
It's a good example, but the whole screen fucking splashes. The whole screen just fucking splashes.
Or you can just like use the chat preview and then you explain, which is what I'm doing right now.
Alright, yeah. You know, I'll just open the Umiyuri fucking.
Just look up Umiyuri My.
Yeah, that works. Okay, here we go. So here's why. Here is why it is a terrible fucking chart. But 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then you just like get so confused, like your hands will get fucking crossed up.
I'm going to slow this one so people can like see
like the whole thing
on my end. Yeah, I'm going to slow the whole chat so people can see what to do with them.
Alright, which second are you on?
I'm on. Okay, wait. I'm on like 1 minute and 10 seconds, slowed down to 0.25 times.
Okay, 1 minute and 10 seconds, 0.25.
That's when the Umiyuri part starts.
Okay, here we go.
So, okay, you see this, like, you first see a double on the, okay, so like, short notation in my mind is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You go like from 1 to 8 in a clockwise pattern. My stream is showing this at okay.
Both, slide. Wait, no, you have to. It's a delayed slide. That's why it's so bad.
Yeah. Okay, you have to. Okay, you see this. 1 and 8 double. You go to 7 first, and then like when the next double comes up, you do the first slide. It's a micro pattern called delayed slide. This is something that will be a skill block for you if you cannot do this pattern.
This took me 2 fucking years.
You shit.
I shit you the fuck not. This took me 2 fucking years.
2 years?
Along with Tonchinkan no end. This took me 2 fucking years to clear.
No, I understand Tonchinkan. Tonchin is super fast. But I mean, like, I guess Tonchinkan is just like.
I shit you the fuck not.
If you can't do Umiyuri, you can't even do Tonchinkan.
I played my mind like 2015, right? And I could only clear Umiyuri like with like an S on fucking 2017 after I saw someone play the shit. It's so fucked up.
You know, like, I guess for your constellation, I've been playing My since like 2000. I played My when like My Plus came out.
Ah, okay.
So that's like 2020, 2013,
Yeah,
I think.
2013. Because
Yeah,
2014 was Orange.
So
Yeah.
that was like 8 years of playing this game.
My fucking
And
god. Okay, now time for me to show you the ultimate curse material, which is Tonjinkan Noen.
Tonchinkan to to fucking to explain in a very layman terms. It's just Umeyuri, which is what you have seen before.
On
It's
goddamn
delayed slides.
steroids.
But now faster.
And on different fucking slides and
Yeah,
notes.
they're all like different sides. They're not just like on the same side like Umeyuri is. Since in Umeyuri, the sides are just like either you go from eight from eight downwards or from one downwards to the left. This one, the slides go fucking everywhere. Okay, let me full screen the chat again.
Okay, let me just.
Did I show the thing?
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and the slides are all over the goddamn place this time.
Yeah.
And that is why I hate my with a passion.
On God, bro. Just get good.
On God.
On God.
Bruh. Alright, back to the PowerPoint. But I genuinely hate this so goddamn much.
I know, I understand, man. I understand.
Yeah.
I can't do slides like in a very accurate manner. Also, I sometimes like fumble. So I understand your struggle. Anyway, let's go back to our example, which is stupid chord shapes and sound filters.
Yep.
We've done example 1. Is my hand still on? Okay, my hand is still on. Okay, my hand is on now. Okay.
It's on now.
It might take a while.
Hi.
Example 1. Instead of like doing this with stuff balls. Example 2. If you see this set, your first instinct for me, since this is what I will play, this is what I did when I saw this chart the first time, which is to just do AB, and then I go from like AB to L, and then my right hand is on the C. So like, as you can see, it sucked S.
It's
Until I realize you can AB and LC, and then this is a chord, which makes things infinitely easier.
Welcome to SDVX, where hand switching is sometimes easier and sometimes
Yeah, and then there's Chowetsu. Chowetsu can suck a donkey dick, a cow udder, a fucking spider walls, fucking everything. Man, Chowetsu can fuck themselves. I hate Chowetsu. Chowetsu can die.
Try doing it.
Okay, Chowetsu. Fucking Chowetsu. Full screen this shit, baby. Okay, let's go back to Chowetsu. If you don't know how to do this pattern, and then you on a default hand position, you would be doing this. You would press the left FX with one hand only. Is my hand cam on? My hand cam is on, right?
Yeah, it's on.
So you'd be pressing like you jack this while your right hand is just pressing C and B. It sucks. I can't jack this fast. I can't vibrate my left hand this fast. But until I realize what you need to do.
When you say that, it sounds just a bit unsafe. So I'm just gonna put this.
Alright, okay.
I can't jack this fast. My hand can't vibrate this fucking bruh.
I guess it kind of counts like that. I'm sorry, but it's until I realize that you're supposed to be doing this. Your left hand is on L and B, and then your right hand is on L also and C. So you're sharing your thumb positions like this. It's not fucking, which sucks.
It sucks, but it's the right thing to do. Yep.
But this also sucks. But it sucks less than this.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunately, what you are going to do if you do not understand what the fuck the micro pattern of this section is, you're
Yep.
going to lose life, sir.
Alright. On to Taiko. Sorry. Yikes. On to Taiko. Hand
Oh,
switching.
fuck this.
Let's go.
Micro pattern example 2. I'm going to move my hand cam away now. We don't really need the hand cam anymore. I'm going to fold my controller now.
I'm just fucking stealing Taiko's times analysis on Doka Doka streams.
Yeah, they have like very good examples on. They have very good examples on the shit. Where's my hands? Okay, I'll put my hand up and then I put my controller away since we don't need this anymore.
Yep.
Holy shit, this is 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're going to sidetrack a lot.
We
So it
sidetracked a
makes,
lot, yes. But
so it makes
that's what
sense.
makes for a fun podcast, right?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
the unhinged winging shit part of the podcast is what makes podcast
Yeah.
the content with chaotic bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna put my controller away. Yeah.
Don't cut, don't wait no, don't cut, 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 don't. I sound like I don't know what I sound like, but I sound fucking stupid. I sound fucking stupid when I say this shit out loud.
Okay, we are back, big.
I bet.
Okay, remember what when I say about like Taiko being like the being micro pattern the game? Because you look at this chart,
I'm
you'd
looking.
fucking yeah. You are not going to just go and go dog the chart and just play this on the go. Like you cannot simply memorize everything on this section only as like one whole long ass slide. You need to break this down. Okay.
Let's break it
Side note,
down.
I'm about to break down. I'm about to fucking cry.
Are you okay?
Uh,
You wanna talk about it?
when
I
it
mean, we're
comes to
already
this
talking
chart,
about
no.
it, but
Yeah. Anyway, this fucking chart. Side tangent. I don't play Taiko a lot. Tori has personally choked me away from buying a $500 Taiko controller, so I'm not going to play Taiko. But okay,
tell me
tell
you didn't make a mistake
I
buying that.
didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
exactly.
I
It's
didn't.
$500 for a goddamn Taiko controller when you can just go to your nearest arcade and play.
There's no arcade with Taiko around me right now.
There is
There is
also
literally no. Do not say Osu Taiko. I'm going to fuck you up.
Taiko is an actual Taiko game that is on Osu, and it imitates Taiko.
I guess. Okay, fuck you, but yeah, thank you. Anyway, generally speaking, we are talking about like actual taiko where you have to like bang the drum before I bang everyone's mouth.
Hey,
A joke.
hey!
General game plan is
How
that
dare
like
you?
hmm, hmm,
I banged your mom first. Okay, no, but seriously though, yeah, go on.
hmm, hmm. Okay, general game plan in taiko is that like you want to make patterns so that you always alternate on every button press. Because in a taiko chart, in a taiko game, you do not want to like press one thing multiple times, simply because it will make a bad habit out of you. And if something is really fast, you're going to hurt your wrist. Don't fucking tell me you're going to hit a 220 16 stream notes with like one hand. Don't tell me you're going to do a DDK, which is D is like the red note and
Don't
K
cut.
is the blue note. Don't tell me you're going to fucking do DDKs on 220 BPM 16 with one hand on D and the other on K. You're going to hurt your wrist. It
Just
is
like I
simply unmovable
did.
unless you want to survive. You did? You hurt your wrist?
Yeah. Funny story about that. You know I'm a fucking meme lord. I play Megalovania on Taiko.
Ah,
So
and
thing
then
is, I tried playing it on the difficulty that you gotta unlock. Yeah, later
Mm.
on. So here, I tried doing it really fast with like one hand, and I ended up hurting my
Mm.
wrist for like the next day.
Mm.
So don't do that. Legit, you will fuck up your wrist.
Generally speaking, do not do that.
Yeah, just
Unless
don't
you want.
spam notes
Yeah.
really quickly. Unless it's like actually part of the plan and you already have a solid game plan that doesn't involve you injuring yourself for that high score, trust me, it's not worth it.
Okay. Anyway, my explanation on this one is not going to be like more clear as the other three because like I don't really play this game, but I believe that this is a very good example on how to break down chat. I'm basically stealing like someone else's analysis notes right now. So here we are. This is like one tip that you can do to break down a section into micro patterns in Taiko, which is if you see an even amount of consecutive numbers, you hand switch. If you see odd numbers of consecutive notes, you don't. I mean, this makes sense, right? Because think about this. Let me open my hand cam again. Hand cam open. Let's say like you fucking banging the drum. Let's say this is a drum.
And then I bang
My
your
mouth
mom.
is a drum.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Like the red notes, the dawn is on the rim. So let's say this is the outer side, which is where the blue notes are, and then this is the inside when the red notes are. If there's like if you start from the right and then you have to do like 1 2, and if there's like a DDK pattern which is 1 2 3, notice that like I have to switch. If there's like a DDK pattern, there's like a DDK, but then my next DDK starts from the left. It's because like on the DDK there's like two consecutive notes of D. DDK, 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 DDK. Compared to a DDDK, which is a DDDK, 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 DDK. It's your hand does not switch. And that's like the key of memorizing the key of compartmentalizing patterns in Taiko, which is you just remember where the hand switches are, which is what we are going to do over here.
Wait,
I'm
right
basically
now?
going. No, like not right now.
Okay.
I'm going to like use the example of my mugs. If you see like my stream, there's like my mug. I have like my mug on, and which I'm going to like try doing the pattern on to see where the hand switches are. Then look at the e-boy hands. Wood guy, yes, e-boy hands, but shut the fuck up. Anyway, hello, Wood guy. How's your exams?
I'm
Are
in
you
love with
dying?
an e-boy. I know.
Okay, so if you see on the if you see the top chart, there's like the R, and then the L's, and then the R's. This is where the hand switch. This is where the hand switch notations are, and that is what you should memorize because that's basically what you should do, which is memorizing all the general things that are like specific enough. For context on why is this chart being split up this way, assume you start with your right hand because most people are right-handed. You go R, which is remember that the inner ones are the red ones, and then the outer ones are the blue ones. Then you have to go R. You start with your right, 1 2, and then the blue. You have to start from the right also. There's like five. There's like 1 2, 1 2 3 4 5 of there's like five one there's like blue red blue red blue red blue red blue, and then you have to do 1 2 3 4. Note that there are like four hands. Note that there are like four consecutive notes on the red, so we have to switch. Okay, wait, am I doing this properly? Right, this is the right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I mean, I'm right. You need to do the next pattern is the blue and the four,
I'm just
the blue and the four reds, which is the blue starts on here, and then like blue 1 2 3 4,
sync is for
blue
fucking hands.
1 2 3. Yeah. Blue 1 2 3 4, and then like for every and then like the next note which is a blue 1 2 3, blue 1 2 3, blue 1 2 3. You have to start from the left. This is where the hand switch is. The pattern starts with a blue. The pattern starts like with a blue and some numbers of reds. So it's a blue, 4 reds. If since this is like an even amount of reds, you switch hands. Blue 1 2 3, odd reds. Blue 1 2 3, blue 1 2. Hand switch. Since this is an even number of reds, you go red, you go blue, one blue, one blue, one blue, one, and then you start with, and then you have to do this one again. The one that, if you can see my cursor, that'd be great.
Look, I'm not
Blue
gonna lie.
plus 4 reds.
This is going to be a much simpler concept to understand if you're actually playing the game.
Yes, this is
Right?
one of those things like, this is kind of hard to understand if you don't play Taiko, but you have the game sense of Taiko, you would immediately understand what hand switches are. So, the main idea of Taiko as a pattern, sorry if my explanation isn't as clear because I don't really play this game much, and it's kind of hard for me to showcase this one. But the idea of this is that you want to memorize a slog of charts in the simplest way that is specific enough for you to remember what the sections are. So, what Taiko players often do is they memorize the hand switch, and this is a note of where the hand switches are, which is not made by me. It's made by some dude on taikotime.com. He does like a lot of chat analysis of Taiko because he's like basically the Taiko database for like English speakers. So go
Fair,
there.
he is called Taiko Time, so
It's called taikotime.blogspot.com. I'll post the link here.
I also posted on mine.
Damn, look at them, E-boys. Felt one, all good. Nice. I hope you passed the other.
Hey.
Okay, now let's come. You go.
No, I was thinking, right? The hand switches aren't only a thing in Taiko. There are a lot of hand switches in other games as well.
It is not.
Yeah, a lot of hand switches in other games as well. For example, I can actually know this. Trunism. Trunism has a lot of hand switches. For sure.
Yeah, there is.
Because, and I'd say that this is a more simpler version, but still equally applicable version of hand switching, which is when you need to slide like multiple times across the board. I'd say that's like considered a hand switch as well. Like, because if you
that?
you can show an example on your hand cam if you wanna, I think.
Judaism. Maybe I'll pass it. This is like dragging a bit too long if you think about it. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh my god.
But okay, combining oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
You better learn how to break down fucking Pandora Paradox, baby. I'm about to break down, baby. Okay.
No.
This is literally the hardest chart in the game.
It's a level.
This is a section that it's the only 15 in the game. Everything else is level 14 or 14 plus.
It's not a 14
this is a level
plus, it's
15.
15.
Yeah.
Wait, this is the initial. This is the initial dotted spin, right? Like it's not the 3-3 one.
I'm not going to break down the 3-3 one because like it's. I don't think people can. I don't think people can understand that one. I'm just going to use this.
Fuck that, man.
I'm just going to use like this thing. I'm also going to like show you a process of how I generally learn to break down charts. So let's say I'm going to break down this section only, which I will play on my stream right now. I'm going to like open a link to Pandora Paradox.
I hate you so much sometimes, you know that? I hate you so much.
You're not the, I hate myself also. You're not the only one, fucker. You think you're unique?
Get in
Fucking
line.
bitch. I hate get in line. The line starts
which
for
one?
me.
Master or remaster?
Remaster, dah.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh shit, I accidentally opened a real life version. Fuck. This one. Okay, so it should be somewhere around here. I can't believe we're doing this.
It's on the middle. Yeah, it's on.
Give me a second.
Okay, let me fast Let me turn this thing.
Yeah, here.
No, I'm
Somewhere
gonna
around
like turn the volume up.
135.
No, it's like it's 120, 120.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I hate that, by the way. I hate that so much. Legitimately. Fuck Paradox.
Okay, so what do I do? If so, I want to break down the section from 121, which is this. That's it. That's the only thing that I want to do. I want to know how to tackle this section only. It may not look hard for you who don't really play the game, how hard that section is. It's not hard. It's very mindfucky. It boggles the mind. It fucking boggles my mind.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, I'm going to like break down. I have like my notes on my slides, which I will show. Maybe I will do this. I'll turn the thing down, and then I will replace the video, that thing. I'll also play low. Maybe I'll do that.
How I, a frog, approach this section.
Yeah, I'm going to like, let's break down this section with me in micro pattern notes for you to like understand. So, remember that this pattern is only from 121 to 127. So do not look at other timings. We're going to break down this section only. So notice that like your right hand spins. And that's the only thing that your right hand does. So what I want you to do, what I want myself to do, is to, you see the so Mima has like timing, has like hit sounds. I want myself to remember what the hit sounds are, and then to have my right hand spins clockwise, and then I just don't think about it. That's like the muscle memory part. So I want to keep doing that until my right hand remembers exactly the timing, the muscle memory of the spin.
And
You
trust
know
me,
that
if you play my mind, you're gonna want to learn spins a lot.
Yeah.
Because a lot, legitimately, and I am not being hyperbolic, I'm not being a meme lord when I say this, like 70% of the songs that you play in my mind, the master version, it will have a spin. It happens in any, if not all of the charts above level 14, equal to or above level 14. There will be a spin invariably somewhere in there. There will be a spin. It doesn't matter if it's 1 round or 2 or 5 or 10.
It's just like it's a very common pattern. Is what it is. You just need to learn what to do.
Yeah. So don't panic. Yep.
But okay, let's continue. We went from our idea that our right hand should spin clockwise, and then just what's the name? And then just keep it as a muscle memory. Do not think too hard about it. Don't spend brain power on it. But notice that there are like double notes, which is the yellow. Yellow notes means that both your left hand and your right hand needs to press something. And I want to emphasize the word yellow here. Like, okay, so like your right hand has been spinning the whole time, but your left hand's doing nothing, which means you're going to associate yellow with left hand. If you see yellow, your hand moves to where your right hand is not on. Associate. I want to like put this burn this into like the eyeball of yours and the brain of yours that in this pattern, yellow equals left hand movement. Yellow left hand, yellow left hand, yellow left hand.
That's so
now,
menacing.
No, this is what I do when I actually like study a chart. Yeah, I just like repeat everything to myself. Still, it's easier for me that way.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So we go back to our notes over here. The
Hi.
left hand tap order is 5317. 5317, if you look at my video example, I'm going to like full screen it again. 5 5 is this is okay, let's put an empty screen. This is
Okay.
an empty screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's how notations work in my mind. 1
Hmm.
through 8 in clockwise order. So
One,
the
so it's at 1,
yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
That's it.
So
Okay, now
1,
to
2,
go back to
3,
our
4,
example, go back to our
3,
example.
1,
The left,
7.
you start, note that you start here from your right hand at 1 and your left hand at 5. And then I'm going to play this real slowly for you to see what happens now. You might need to think.
Right. I'm gonna play it as
Right,
well.
right hand at 1, left hand at 5. No, remember that your right hand is spinning. So the 5, 6, 7, the
5,
7, the
3,
7 over here
1,
is pressed.
7.
The 7
5,
here is pressed by your hand spinning. So your left
1,
hand should be
7.
on the 3. And then you do this, your right hand spins again over here. Your right hand is now here. Your left hand should be on the 1 now. And then your right hand spins again. Your left hand is on the 7. So the places where you should put your left hand is 5317, 5317, 5317. Memorize that fucking shit. Internalize where the 5317 is in the my cap. Then you just, and then after you know that it's 5317, you can do the next section of my study section, which is like memorizing the rhythm of the 5317. Remember that you don't need to think about the right hand spin because the right hand spin is muscle memory. All you need to spend your brain power into is the left hand 5317, which you need to press whenever you see a yellow. So okay, let's go back to the first
I
section.
would
To the
mention
whole
end
thing.
mark, but I feel like at this point we're pretty much like way far beyond
Yeah.
like when we should have ended.
Yeah.
Not ended lah, but like I don't know the word. Off track, I guess. Engineering
Okay,
and
okay.
off track.
Let me ask, can your people in chat like hear the my thing playing right now?
Chat the
I'm going to continue like rewinding this section continuously. Remember this. So that's what your hand. That's what the pattern of the left hand is supposed to be. The fucking
in conclusion.
that's what.
That's the next one.
Yeah. Once you know that the pattern is the rhythm is this, you can start into the next step of learning the rhythm, which is to move your left finger in 5317. So instead of doing this, you can start moving 5317, 5317 while keeping the rhythm.
It's like a plus shape, but slightly tilted to the right.
Yeah, it's a box. It's a box to the name.
Also,
It's a box slightly tilted to the left.
left?
Yeah, it's like tilted to the
Oh yeah, left.
counterclockwise a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bit.
So
I'm bad
yeah.
at directions. Oops.
So you went from like learning the pattern, which is, and then you start adding motion into your left finger while it's learning the pattern. So you went from this into 5317 5317
Your hand cap's not on,
5317.
I think.
Are you fucking kidding me? The whole
Yes.
time. My fucking god. Okay. 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 Let's go back to the fucking example then, since my hand cam is not on. Truly sucks, Stable. I'm going to go in this section. What I want to do is that I want my left hand to internalize the pattern of the taps into my muscle memory.
Muscle memory counts for a lot in rhythm games. Unfortunately, I have neither muscle nor memory, so make of that as you will.
It just happens.
It just happens.
Once you know the timing, once you know the timing of the taps, which is the five, which is the
But
you
again, don't
can.
worry if you can't get it, because this is literally the hardest map in the game.
Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I'm going to just let you. I'm just going to give you a run to what happens in my head when I study charts in the game. So after that, after you learning the pattern, the rhythms on your left hand, now you start to add motions into it. The 5317 motion. You went from this. Five three one seven 5317. And then you do this all over again until you remember what the shit is. If you think this is boring, it is boring, but I have to do this. It's just what the learning process is. It's just grinding. This is like the rhythm game example of learning a combo 200 times so you can do it one time in a match. It's
There's,
just like that.
I think there's an easier version of this, of a dotted spin, which isn't a spin, but it's just dotted
Yeah,
taps. So try tapping your
yeah,
hand.
there is, but yeah.
Like every 2 times you tap your right hand, you tap your left hand once. So it'll be like one, both, one, both, one, both, one, both, one, both. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Come to think of it, I should have put some easy example on the dotted spins. Holy shit, this is a dumb example. It's too hard for people to understand.
It's okay. We'll get them next time. So
Okay.
try this. Every 4 times you tap your right hand, you'll tap your left hand twice. So one, both, one, both, one, both, one, both, one, both, and there you go. That's pretty much like half the game. I think.
Half of this section only.
Yeah.
So to move on to the next slide, which I will use my video example. This is how I would approach this section, as I've told you before. You first memorize the left tap timing. And then you start by memorizing it by the way that I've explained to you before. Although that's just one way to memorize you. Of course you can do a lot anything else. It's just the foggy way to do it. And then you'd actually do the pattern, which is right hand at 1, left hand at 5, like this. And then my right hand would spin using my muscle memory only. Don't spend brain power into it. Remember what I said? You go.
Okay. If you spend brain power trying to spin, you will fuck up. Don't spend brain power trying to spin. Because if the moment you do that, the moment you become overly conscious of what you're doing, you will either speed up or slow down, and neither are good. Neither are good things. So just let it be. Just let yourself spin. Don't think about it. I realize
And
this
the
is
reason,
a lot. Yeah?
and the reason why we're committing, the reason why we're committing the right hand the spins into your brain, into your muscle memory, instead of the left hand motion of 5317, is because the right motion of spins is more consistent than the left hand of 5317. It's easier for you to understand. A spin is just like something that you just go. The pattern is just it doesn't really change. Compared to the 5317, which you need to spend more time understanding. It's easier for you to like you need to like properly prioritize what patterns you should understand and what patterns you should know. Type shit. If you don't really get it, it's okay. This is like the hardest chart. This is the hardest song in the game. I'm just trying to like walk you through what we've learned before. And then remember what I say earlier on about remember what I said very early on about the left hand yellow. Yellow means left hand movement. Yellow left hand, yellow left hand, yellow left tap, yellow left hand. Since we already understand the timing of 5317 on our left hand, which is just and then we already have the idea of yellow means left hand. We don't really need to look at the outer edges of the judgment line anymore. We just need to look super deep inside of the prepared area. The moment you see yellow, you prepare to press the fucking left hand with the timing that you've learned before. You hunt for the yellow here. Since you've already committed your muscle memory to your right hand spins, you can now spend your brain power into looking at the yellow, which is the double, and spending that brain power to move your left hand. And that's how you do the pattern. If it's super hard to understand, it's okay. This is like the culmination of game sense and theory in my mind, which is understandable if you don't get it, especially since none of you like even play my mind as long as I am, let alone play at all. But it is a way for you to completely break down a pattern to like micro patterns that you can memorize, you can digest on your own, and then doing it by understanding where you look for things in the micro patterns. And that's the end of the fucking presentation. I am so blasted, I'm going to die. Holy shit, we finally ended the presentation. Fuck, are you still here? Oh, are you still here? You do still exist?
I've been listening the whole time.
Okay, good. I've made my mistake of like putting the hardest dot to spend in the game. That's my bad. That's my fucking bad. That is on me. That is my fault. The Froggy takes full responsibility of this mistake. I will now die.
I feel like death.
Okay.
I already feel like death. But yeah, it's true, but it's complicated. Just like my relationship status. Haha, just kidding. I don't have one.
Alright, so.
But no.
I'll let that happen to you.
My God. Okay. In conclusion, a TLDR, okay, is I think you have to really a majority of rhythm games is pretty much just understanding the chart and reacting to it. It's not like a thing where you can just instinctively say like, oh, the her chart here, note here, me press here, me big boy. You know, it's more of you have to study the chart beforehand and see if you can try to understand it before you actually try to go
into it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like at the end of the day, this is just theory. You still need to play the game. You still need to like have the game sense to know how to do these things.
Practical is 100% more important than theory, because you can theorize all you want, but if you don't get that score, you're going to need to figure out where you went wrong.
You can have like all the fucking knowledge in your head, but then when your hands need to do shit, and then your hands cannot do shit, you would die. Even with all the fucking big brain stuff I work at the library thing on your head, because you need to press shit with your hand or with your legs or with your fingers.
Honestly speaking, you don't need much theory. All you need in rhythm games is practical, but theory helps. Theory really, really fucking helps if you want to like learn more about a particular section, or if you want to learn more about a particular song, anything like that, right? You have theory is fucking important.
The real reason why I'm doing this is because everyone I know improves very fast, but they hit a skill plateau where they just cannot improve. And when you hit the skill plateau, you need to like break down your gameplay, break down the chart into its very essential parts, which you cannot do unless you know the theories on how to. If you don't know the theories, you just stuck there. You don't even know where to improve. You just haha, I'm bad. But the question now is, will you bad at what? What parts are you bad at the game at? Which people don't fucking know. Which is the sad part of like most rhythm game players who don't know how to break down shit. And I hope this helps you. I hope this shit, the sideline theory, and the fucking pattern compartmentalizing helps you in like knowing like the know how to break shit down when you need to. Keyword being when you need to. You don't need to do that now, but when you do need to, you go back to this fucking presentation and you will thank me and my 2 balls.
And your what now?
Yes, my 2 balls. I have 2 balls on my sack night now.
Oh damn, that's a normal amount of balls for you to have.
Balls, yeah. Not for a frog, but yeah. I have exceptional amount of balls for a frog.
That is good to
yes,
know.
That is a yes.
And thus we have come to the end of the second episode of Curb Your BPM.
Oh, there's like additional readings.
Wait, what now?
I will. If you want to like understand more about like the theories on this section, you can read this two. You can like open these 2 videos that I've basically sampled all of my fucking knowledge on, which is Dark's video on green number and Etienne's video on scroll speed. I will post the link now. I don't even. Maybe I'll like actually post the handout of this fucking PPT on like the internet or some shit if y'all want to read this shit.
Haha PPT, haha PP Joes.
Yeah, that's like those 2 videos fucking helped me on making this video and are the basis of doing this. And that and like my experience as a rhythm game player allows me to like make this video. So that's the presentation. I am fucking dead. And Tori's also dead apparently. Tori, you fucking dying. I saw you. You dying.
No, who's dying? Never heard of that.
That's the COVID in you. Very educational. I want a refund. You will not get any refund because we are all fucking poor, baby. We are all poor.
Bruh,
my money is spent on arcade controllers. I know.
And that's why I told you not to spend $500 on a fucking Taiko. But no, what a fucking scam.
Honestly, understandable. I mean, you chose to be taught by a frog, an actual frog, and a broadcast detective who has literally zero money. What makes you think this is not a scam? You've been scammed, loser. You've been known. Get fucked. You are now losing followers. You are now losing money. I am now losing followers.
I mean, you losing followers? Eh?
Pixel's going to unfollow me real fucking soon. Watch this.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Anyway, we're fucking done. I'll spam my server with bad memes. But at least do it. Okay, if you want to spam my server with bad memes, at least do it on the right channel. Okay, do it on the right channel, please. The spam memes on general.
God, anyway. I am actually exhausted. I don't know how I'm exhausted from one fucking stream, but that I am.
I mean, you've been streaming for like a full hour before. You've been figuring out how to kill someone without getting caught.
Yeah, but that's because I'm a detective VTuber. I have to do that. It's like an imperative, you know. Like I gotta get fucking good.
Anyway, okay. Do we have an idea on what to talk tomorrow, next week, or like the next 2 weeks?
Episode 3 is going to be about why. I'm gonna check.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the drive.
Okay, you go.
Topics to
Do I-
discuss. Topics to discuss. Alright, let me see. So we got special controllers. We can just talk about like all of the different quirky fucking arcade games that are out there, because I know there are a couple. Beat Saber being one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But you know what's a quirky fucking a quirky goddamn rhythm game is that one piano looking ass thing from like fucking what's it called?
Nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia. It's fucking.
No, have you seen an Ongeki controller?
Oh yeah, yes I have. It's fucking
On
whack.
on God, it's fucking dumb. I wanna buy it.
Like there's this one. Okay, I'm gonna just like this is a preview for what we're gonna talk about next one on Geki.
Okay. Kanra says that we have to like make a continuity case in our presentation in our podcast. So we're deliberately talking like off topic.
There are six. This is a six button rhythm game, and there's like this one in the middle where you have to like dodge characters left and right from projectiles, and these three slots, right, are for cards. They're for goddamn cards.
I think I have like an Ongeki controller picture.
It's like Animal Kaiser meets fucking Space Invaders meets three key rhythm games, whatever a 3 key rhythm game is.
Oh shit.
Right? Wait, what's
wait. No wait.
Huh?
Okay, wait. I think I fucked up. Okay, never mind. That's good.
Right,
what in the goddamn fuck's happening? Okay, never mind. That's good. Yeah, my thing is getting fucked now. Turn my hands off. Turn the fucking video examples off at the.
Another whack ass rhythm game. Okay, does Groove Coaster count?
It does count.
Okay, Groove Coaster. I know I mentioned Groove Coaster earlier, but forgive me, I am really a fan of this goddamn game. Groove Coaster
you have to
is...
Okay, yeah. Wait. See, Souls is asking, do you have to handle the stick with one hand in that one? Yes.
Yes,
you have to. Yes,
so,
you have to.
Another
it's
whack
so
ass.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, Ongeki is weird as fuck. Okay, another whack ass rhythm game, Groove Coaster. It's easy to play. You tap on button, and you slide left, right, up, down. Maybe sometimes you have to do it both. Sometimes you have to keep shaking the controller. But this, you have to admit, this game looks whack as fuck.
Okay, I'm about to pull up the fucking. I'm about to pull up the picture, but if you don't have an idea, think of it as like you're handling 2 joysticks at the same time. That's it.
It's like you're okay. You know what? That's a bit. I'm just gonna not mention that. Oh damn it!
I mean, yeah, but
actually, Taiko itself is fucking whack. Taiko itself is.
So do you just switch the hands handling it to press the buttons, or you just cross your arms like a madman? You generally switch the hands that handle the joystick.
Taiko itself.
You switch hands. You're right. You switch hands most of the time. There are some like crossovers. Like maybe you're forced to use. I'm still like talking about Ongeki because like Source is talking about Ongeki. Maybe you're supposed to like handle the joystick with your left hand, and then for some reason there's a fucking button on the right that you have to press. So you have to like do something like cross hands where your left hand is doing the joystick movement, and then your right hand is going on the left button. But generally speaking, you switch hands. to handle the joystick. Okay, now on you.
Taiko is fucking whack. I mean, come on, it's like a machine, but with drums in front.
I mean,
Ignoring all
yeah, but like,
yeah.
but like Taiko, the gameplay is like simple enough for me to
It's
understand.
simple
Don't you
enough,
think?
but like it's simple. It's really good. It's intuitive. I love it. But as you like, okay, let's be honest. Like a 5-year-old walks by like an arcade, right, and then they see like a bunch of wow joysticks, wow buttons I can do. Holy shit! Is that a drum?
Fortunately, that is. It do happen.
Right.
Okay, anyway, tune in next week for controller rants, baby.
Yep. Thank you for coming to Curb Your BPM episode 2, the end. I will.
Oh, so is it good? You're going to move houses. Yo, good luck, man. Thank you for the luck. Good luck.
Good luck, buddy.
We're about to end the stream anyway, so may as well.
Okay, double rate, but who?
Yeah,
I'll
who?
go wherever you go.
Okay, let's see who's streaming at now. I'm going to like scroll up. Let's see who is
Holy shit!
streaming.
Lots of fucking
Yeah,
people apparently.
when I say like everyone's streaming on Friday nights, I mean everyone's streaming at Friday nights. It is
my
unreal how everyone's streaming at Friday nights.
Oh my fucking god.
Anzu Kuro and Bob. Anzu singing, Loti's playing. You wanna meet Leah? Leah's a good friend of mine, and like she got roped into playing Final Fantasy 14.
Bet. Okay,
As for everyone else.
What's your username?
So I'm going to it Leah next.
How do I spell that, by the way? How do I spell that?
On my there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Give me a sec.
Continue your Sunday. Good luck, man. Good luck. I was about to go to Ran, but like Ran already has like a lot of people watching, so I may as well go to Leah. I want to like shit on Leah because like she's getting fucking roped in by people to play Final Fantasy. It's so funny. Everyone keeps saying the fucking Final Fantasy 14 copy pasta, and like she fucking caved in. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna play this game. Fuck you. Fuck everyone. I'll play this game.
Thanks everyone for coming to the stream. Arigato. Thank you.
I hope you enjoy me ranting for like 20 years.
Join us in my office next time. Woo!
I am